here. Do you think the Poles and the Hungarians will accept rule of law conditionality within it? Because that's one of the big issues now.
Oh, I think the strategy is to try to water it down so it will not have any legal teeth. And frankly, I'm skeptical if it will really have legal teeth. That's what we see with all these conditions. If you look at the Eurozone budget deficit rules, I mean, they are not being respected. Debt rules, neither. So why would it be different this time around?
Now, we are into the end part of day 4 now. There's only just this new negotiating box, they're calling it. It's basically the package that they've proposed. There's still a lot more discussions to happen. But even then, we're stood here outside the European Parliament. The European Parliament has been putting its foot down today to say that they expect the leaders to deliver more probably than what's in this proposal. What happens from here on in, and can this deal be done by the end of the year when the budget runs out?
It's definitely still possible. The European Parliament has to approve it, but I think it's very unlikely if, after a hard-fought deal, that MEPs would go against their overlords in the member state, their political overlords, the people who decide whether they're on the list or not. Now, even if they somehow don't manage to have a deal this year, then long-term EU spending goes into a system which is called Provisional 12. So they basically continue to work on the previous budget basis, and at some point they may get in trouble paying out. But I think politically they will avoid that, and they will definitely try to have business as usual. One of the things, the great innovations that few people talk about, is that there will be joint EU borrowing. So in the past, all EU funding had to come bottom up from the member states. Now, the EU, if they're short on cash, they will be able to say, let's jointly issue a loan on international markets. And that will really make it a lot easier to finance the European Union in the future.
Pieter Cleppe, thank you so much. And you raise an important point there. Part of this is about really changing the EU, the way the EU does business, that the European Commission will be able to use its AAA rating to raise funds on international markets. This